if the business was right and if, everything was right on that front, me and Anthony Joshua.
Andre SOG Ward calls out Anthony Joshua. Meet with me, it's mad. Bruv, it's mad. Big things, bruv. And in this video, that's what I want to talk about. Andre SOG Ward, he needs a fight that is going to push him and motivate him to fight, and that is Anthony Joshua. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So Andre Ward, he breaks his silence, and he basically puts Anthony Joshua on the chopping block. He says people ask him all the time if he's going to fight again, and he says he's very content doing what he's doing now, podcasting, traveling, blah, blah. He said, but if he were to come back, it has to be for the right fight. The fight he mentioned is Anthony Joshua. Roll the clip.
Man, I get asked on a day-to-day basis, do you miss boxing? And if you came back, who would you fight? Most days I don't miss it. I'm very content doing what I'm doing in life right now. Who would you fight? That's the problem. It's a lot of names out there, but it's not a lot of names that make sense, but it's one name that I've brought up before that when you say that name, I can see myself fighting him. Present day, today. If the business was right and if, everything was right on that front, me and Anthony Joshua. That's a fight that I would take at Wembley Stadium. It's a dangerous fight for my legacy. It's a dangerous fight across the board. And but that's a fight that would get me in the gym and get me in the mindset that I need to be in to go to war. It's Anthony Joshua. And I know you're getting ready to, fight Jake Paul. It looks like that's where it's going. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a real fight for legacy.
Bow, wow, wow. So you guys heard from Andre Ward himself. He states that it's going to take the fight with the right formula, meaning the right ingredients. Legacy, financial, the business has to make sense. He says he would even fight Joshua in his own backyard, Wembley, UK. Now, I know Andre Ward personally, and he really means it. This dude is not a person that is going to clout chase, right? He's already moving around and doing stuff. He looks like in shape, things like that, doing the podcast. He could keep doing that. So I haven't known Andre Ward to be one to bluff. And furthermore, what makes me really believe what he's saying is the mere fact that I covered all of his career. You got to understand, I'm in Northern California, Bay Area, same place as Andre Ward. Not the same city, but we're in the same proximity. We're in the same region, right? So I was in his gym several times. I covered all of his last fights, like even in Vegas, obviously. So covered all of his last fights, pretty much from Paul Smith till he closed his career, Kovalev 1 and 2, all that, right? And everything in between. So I've been reporting on his fights, covering his fights at his media days, etc. And in the past, he's already called out Anthony Joshua, him and Virgil Hunter, his longtime father figure and trainer. So they really mean this. So this ain't a clout chase like, let's say, oh, Jake Paul's calling out Anthony Joshua, so now we want to get a piece. They've been doing it when Anthony Joshua was an undefeated fighter. I believe he was a champion still, but he was undefeated and they were still calling him out. So I don't doubt for one bit that they really want the fight. They've been calling for the fight, like I said, when he was undefeated. So will it happen? I don't know. There are talks that Joshua could fight Jake Paul. To be honest, it just shows you where boxing is. It's kind of sad where a former 2X champion is probably likely to look at a Jake Paul fight over an Andre Ward fight, if I'm being honest, because he's coming off a nasty knockout loss to Daniel Dubois. And even though Andre Ward hasn't fought at heavyweight, trust me, he has the mentality and skill set. He would be motivated and he would be looking to make a statement. I don't know how much he weighs right now in his off season, but he's not doing the weight cut. And I believe from a fighter's mind, they would look at Jake Paul as an easier fight, given the fact that he's inexperienced. It's not that Jake Paul's not getting better or whatever, but come on, we're talking about a person who hasn't lost since they were like 5 or 6 years old versus Jake Paul, who, when Andre Ward was winning gold medals and active pro undefeated, Jake Paul was on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon or whatever. So it is what it is. We'll see if this goes anywhere, but Andre Ward randomly kind of dropped the science and said that he would come back for the right fight, pretty much, and he listed Anthony Joshua. Joshua did see and respond, and he hit him with the Canelo payday. To me, that's kind of a weak response from Joshua, if I'm being honest, because a guy's calling you out, a guy much smaller, and all you have to say is Canelo's line. Like, you don't even have an original line. You're using another fighter's like famous line. Kind of weak. I would have not responded more so than did that. Like, what about the fight? Do you want the fight, or are you open to the fight? You know, instead of putting like jokes and whatever that's supposed to mean, the Canelo stuff. And it goes to show you that no matter what Eddie Hearn says, that people are definitely viewing Anthony Joshua differently now. Not really Andre Ward, but because he's already called him out. But he called him out when he was an active fighter. And the fact that he would come back off of, a 3-4 year layoff or whatever and move up in weight to fight him, it goes to show you Joshua's brand is down. And even more so than Andre Ward coming out of retirement for a couple of years is Jake Paul. The fact that Jake Paul is even calling out Joshua and thinks he has a shot with him, it goes to show you that he ain't in the prime like moments of his career, at least from his peers. Like, the people are looking at him kind of like food. And that's boxing for you. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.